One of the dumb arguments that gets passed around a lot is power versus speed. So first, let's clear up one thing. They're using the word power wrong. Power by definition is work over time. Work is force times distance, and if you remember, force equals mass times acceleration. Well, you know what speed is? Speed is distance over time. Well, if work has a component of distance and they're both over time, then speed is a component of power. It is the force you produce over distance, or in some cases repetition is going to be a surrogate for distance, divided by time. They're all interlinked. They're like braided together. And that's a pretty important thing to understand, right? This isn't a zero-sum game where, it's either speed or power. The fact is they work together. Now, if you over-focus on any one single attribute, if you were to break down all of these science equations and be like, I'm going to work just on mass, I'm going to work just on speed, then you're going to be missing out on the other parts. If you don't integrate them back together, then of course you're going to sit there and go, well, this or that, whatever. So let me relate it to you in Dungeons and Dragons terms. Now, before you get excited, right? I haven't played in it's probably been more than a decade. So I'm way behind on it. Since I moved to Arizona, I just haven't been interested in getting together with other human beings except to punch each other in the face. So me being not particularly social has kind of put a hold on me playing D&D. But that being the case, the last time I played, which was like edition 3.5, something like that, and they had a system going where first, when you attack, you roll to see if you hit, and then if you hit, you roll to see damage. And that's kind of how the rest of this works too. You need to be able to hit first before you need to worry about damage. You need to be able to reliably hit your target. Now, it's never going to be 100% because reality is too chaotic, and your opponent or opponents all are free agents doing their own things, and they're going to make you not hit. So, already you can't have a 100% hit rate. And then on top of that, you just have the struggle of trying to find some reliability in the techniques that you throw. Then once you find some reliability, you really need to work on building up the power in them so that when they land, that they carry the effect, the intended effect that you're looking for. Now, granted, effects can modulate heavily up and down, and we're not just talking striking here, this works for grappling as well. You have to be able to get your technique in at the right time, in the right place, in order for that effect to take hold. Because if you're not in the right time in the right place, it doesn't matter how picture perfect your technique per your own body was, because it still has to relate to your opponent. So, so rather than go through this dumb argument of power versus speed, they are integral. They might as well be braided together into one big thing that we're essentially going to be just calling technique effect. You need to find out what the technique effect is, and you need to be able to reliably produce that effect in the right time, in the right place. And if you can do that, then this goes away, and you don't have to sit there and argue with dumb people over dumb things. So with that, I'm going to stop talking, and I will talk to you guys later. Good journey. Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, share, give the dog a bone. You can follow us on our other social media accounts, and if you really like us, you can head over to Amazon and buy a shirt. You can also go over to Gumroad and purchase some of our instructional courses. All of the links will be provided and also on our website. If you happen to be in the Phoenix area, we would love to meet you. Come drop in for a class, even just to chat. And if you're looking for a new home, we would be happy to have you. So until next time, good journey.